It's not as if the Marxists are in control. No one is in control. And the data is what the data is. Your average school teacher makes decisions. There is no curriculum. There is no top down anything. They're basically handed the keys and said, make it your own. And when you have that situation, some are going to make some seriously bad decisions. When you see these videos that just show up like clockwork on libs of TikTok, of somebody just taking extraordinary liberties. One just random memory of a girl in a school somewhere who took down the American flag and put up the pride flag and had her students like do the Pledge of Allegiance to the pride flag. And people look at that and say, look, that's indoctrination. Well, yes, it is. It's also moronic. Let's
Right.
what it is. But the idea that somehow this is authorized by a school, a district, a state, etc., is just not true. The reality, frankly, could be even worse. In other words, you're creating a permission structure where every one of those 3.7 million teachers, for good or for ill, is given the keys to the classroom and told, bring your whole self to work and make it your own. And that's not the way a serious public service like a public school should run. Okay.
Yeah.
So in other words, I don't look at evidence like that and see evidence of a conspiracy. I see evidence of sloppiness, of a permission structure that allows people who are frankly not qualified to make decisions on behalf of other people's children. I'm not suggesting that we should have a top-down school system, but what we have right now simply isn't working, and you're leaving inexperienced people to make high-stakes decisions on behalf of other people's children that they probably shouldn't be making.